Yo, Twitch, what's up? Oh man, Aurelian Dertanger, J Cook, Stavovich, Tom, what's up? Hello, everybody. Happy, I believe it's Monday. I have lost all track of time, but I think it's Monday, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, hey, McScrizzle, what's up, man? Peter Jacobs, Pobrafitu, what's up? We're gonna start with some duels today. Hopefully have a good duels run, and then we'll move over to Marvel Snap. We might actually do a little bit of a I need to record like a list video, and I wanted to have chat up for that, so I may have you guys hop on and do some chat with me as well. Where is that screen? Oh yeah, there it is. Perfect. Okay. How is Duel still in beta? Well, it feels like it, to be honest. So I get it. Guys, I have barely touched a video game since last time I streamed, which I think was Thursday. I haven't played hardly any Hearthstone or Snap. I think I played some Snap the night I streamed last. Enough to hit Infinite. I think we finished at like 99 and I hit Infinite, and then that's it. I have not played a video game since. Salt Gobbler, what's up? Buck Wild is Dave the Yoshi. How is it going? Hello, everybody. Good to see you all. So, duels. What the heck do we want to do? I could really stand to get a good duels run going, gotta say. It would be very nice to get a good duels run. We could do combo rogue. We could do, I don't know. Nox, man, thanks for the prime sub. Welcome back, Nox. 56 months is insane, actually. That's so crazy, Nox. Thank you. Yeah, we didn't do, there's Outcast Demon Hunter stuff, Rush Demon Hunter stuff we still haven't really done much of. I'm not that excited about Demon Hunter, though. Neither is YouTube usually. Big Paladin is something we could do. Like a defensive Divine Shield, Big Paladin maybe. Kangor type stuff. I don't think we've really done that too much yet. Kangor with a weapon maybe. Get an Anoyo troop in there. That's not a bad idea. Can we get a good big Divine Shield package going? Royal Greatsword. Big Divine Shield Paladin. I think we tried Sue Leadfoot with this last time, but I think I want to go Greatsword. Maybe we'll try this. Kangor. Kangor. I don't even know if we want lead dancer, weirdly. I don't think we do, right? Is lead dancer good enough? I think we definitely want Anoyo, though. Where is Anoyo troop? Do I really not have it? Oh my god. Do I not have a Anoyo troop? Oh my god, I don't. Jeez, okay. Well, we definitely haven't. I was wondering if we'd played this before. Obviously, the answer to that is no. The screen is so dark. It does look a little dark. I see what you mean. It does look a little dark. Why does it look dark? What is going on? Let me try to reset the capture card here. 1 second. I'm gonna have to AFK. Like I'm not gonna be able to talk for a second. It's gonna. Huh, it still does. Why is it like that? Once are we just all hallucinating? Are we sure it looks weird? Are we sure we're not just hallucinating? Like, I kind of see what you mean, but I don't know what would cause that. I can't figure out why it would do that. I don't have any filters or anything going, I don't think. I don't understand. There's nothing that should cause this. I'm trying to get a closer look. Are we sure we're not just a little insane? Did one guy say it and we're just all thinking it now? It actually looks like a little blurry to me almost. Huh. Let me see if it's Hearthstone related or like, okay, here's a website. Does this look weird? I feel like it looks a little weird here too, doesn't it? Yeah, I agree. What is happening? One second, one second. I can't figure it out. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's causing it. Hold up, let's see if these screens look the same way. I don't have time. I really don't have time for this. I don't have time for this. Do these screens also look the same way?
Busy
That'll
night,
give us some
but
data.
there's always room for another.
Or do they look normal? Does this look normal? I mean, obviously ignore the, I feel like it still looks a little weird, doesn't it? What the heck? Yeah, it looks deep fried. I see exactly what you guys are saying, but I don't know why. I can't figure out why. Let me I'm gonna go unplug a cable real quick and I'll be right back. I don't know. Part of me still thinks you guys are a little crazy, but I feel like I'm getting trolled a little bit, but I kind of also see it. So give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. It's better. That fixed it. Right? It looks better. I think it looks better, right? I just unplugged the HDMI or whatever the other cable is. I forget what they're called. DV. What are those other ones called? Yeah, something with the cable. I don't know. Okay. Easy fix. Easy fix. I can instantly tell the difference. So you guys weren't crazy. I screwed something up now though that my... Why is this monitor not working now? Oh my god. You guys are cursing me. Evening Regis, a little surprised to see you. Thought you were gonna take a week off. I am. That hasn't started yet though. That's on that's this week. Starting this week. Oh my god, give me a second. There's something wrong with my other monitor. I need 1 second. Okay. I think we might finally be good to go. Oh my god, I don't have time for this. This is the last thing I have time for today. Display port's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, thank you. Gutter Boy with 14 months. Mama Papa Reads with 71 months. That's insane. Okay. I think that's all. Okay. So festival cards. Big Paladin cards. That's what we want. Divine Shield cards too, potentially, though, right? We said big Divine Shield stuff as well. So Legacy. Legacy Divine Shield should be, well, I guess Legacy doesn't have much. It's really core. Well, we also need good legendaries as well, by the way. Are there any other good festival legendaries in the big set? No. Okay. What big legendaries are going to be compelling to run for us, guys? What are the big payoff legendaries for our thing? Thaddeus actually is kind of a cool one. If we wanted to go Lich King as our set, maybe Lorthamar is not so good off the weapon, but could be cool with our Divine Shield big stuff later. Might be hard to play that in duels though. That seems a little tough. No game audio, of course not. Why would there be? Why would there be any game audio? That should fix it. Ragnaros is okay, probably. Yeah. Is he core now? So we could do cheap core stuff. Kangor's a little risky with some of this smaller Divine Shield stuff, but I think you need it, right? I think you have to have some smaller Divine Shield cards, or it's just not worth it. Legendaries that are good for the weapon. Talon, Rag. I mean, Rag's pretty good. I don't want to do Diamond. I like Golden better. Thaddeus, Rag, Anoyo Troop, Kangor. So currently Thaddeus and Rag are in the weapon. Kangor in the weapon. Legendaries in the core set. Runthak is played in this deck some. Ziliax might be decent. Geddon is good with Kangor, but I worry he's maybe not good elsewhere. That's my only fear. Festival legendaries, we said there weren't a lot. I grabbed Thaddeus, which means we could go Lich King as our third set. Anachronos, not very good though. Frostwhisper and Rivendare are a little iffy, I would say. Rivendare, remember the shuffled ones do not actually activate the weapon, so probably not actually worth it. So Thaddeus worth it from this set to be good. Definitely kind of a win condition card, so I do like that. I guess we don't have to stick really closely to this 3 set limit on this one. I think we can spread out a little bit more. Lich King does have some good Divine Shield cards too, though, for like Righteous Protector and stuff. Because Sanguine's decent. Leodrin's cool. Maybe we don't try to add too many more expansions. Countess won't happen for us. Kael'thas seems kind of iffy. Denathrius, Jailer, Battlecry, so not as good from the weapon. Sunken City definitely has good, because we know, oh yeah, Sunken City's actually got insane, because we know the Colossal will be good. We know Neptulon's good. Yeah, Colossals are actually nuts. This is probably the other expansion we want. There's also just really good Divine Shield cards in here too. Okay. It's decent. Boogie Down's not great right now, but I think it'll get better. This is actually kind of decent, guys. I like this. Good greed. Like how greedy it is. Definitely not a lot of early game, but hopefully we can fill in the gaps with hero powers and stuff if we just hit 1 card early. Only 4 expansions, so still pretty tight density on expansion pools. This looks good. Let's get this rolling. Got a slow start here to the stream, so we need to get it moving. People watching the VOD are gonna be like, really? I'll try to edit it down, but it's still gonna be tough. Okay, guys. Yeah, so just to recap, yeah, I'm gonna be taking some time off later this week for probably, I don't know, 7 to 10 days or so. I'm gonna try to have videos coming out still fairly regularly and stuff, but I definitely will not be streaming as much or at all, and I'll have some limited cycles, so it may not be as like up on new stuff in particular, you know, maybe kind of just barely getting by. So I've already been a little flaky, I know now, for the last week or two, but it will all make sense soonish. I'm basically working on a project that is going to be announced very soon, so my flakiness will be revealed. Let's put it that way. I'll let you speculate all you like, but you won't guess. All right, this is a good opener. Love your YouTube videos. Thank you, Teddy Swat, man. That's nice. Regis is releasing a digital card game. Ooh, that'd be spicy, wouldn't it? That'd be fun. OnlyFans, yeah. It's taken me a long time for this OnlyFans project to get going. You'll see soon enough, don't worry. All right, guys. Duels run. We got deck tracker up and live. We got a 1-drop, which makes us happy people. Starlight Groove pretty bad against this hero power. I have not played Hearthstone, by the way. I don't know if you guys have noticed. I haven't had a Hearthstone video out on YouTube in like 5 days. Not by design. That is not my goal. I'm not trying to abandon Hearthstone. Again, for reasons that will be laid bare before long. Not my intent. There will be more videos of Hearthstone soon. Just hang tight. But I know I'm a little behind. Barely scraping by right now. Although my last Hearthstone video did do absolutely terrible, but it was Battlegrounds, so that's not a huge shock. Can we get a hint? No hints. No hints. Sorry. I've been forbidden by law from giving hints. I hate being the, like, you know, a lot of people complain about like, oh, well, don't tease us then, but it's important to tell you why I've been absent, right? I'm not teasing for the sake of teasing. I'm teasing to inform, to let you know why I've been a little out of whack. I just realized I put this Starlight Groove in, but we have like no holy spells to refresh it. I mean, we'll get some, of course, right? There's a handful. It's not like the priest one where we have to do it every single turn or anything either, so you know, it's not like there's a constant upkeep required. It's just about getting it every once in a while. I think should be fine. Yeah, Kangor is nuts, so we want Kangor on like Rag ASAP to heal a bunch. If he doesn't die, we've got Harmonic Disco. Are you becoming a Marvel Snap graphic designer? That's pretty much already my job on YouTube, so I don't know if you'd know a difference. Ooh, so we can trade in and kill the 4/3 here. I guess we'll play the Mooncatcher first in that case so that we can grab one of the better targets here. We've also got hero power now on a Kangor, which is kind of insane, right? Like, that's actually kind of insane. Jitterbug's the low roll, though. Way better targets. Do these loop forever? I've read something about these not looping indefinitely or something, but do they always just loop if they're the only 2 cards? Maybe they don't loop forever with like Defile or something, but I don't know how it works. Do you guys know how it works? So I can't play out any stuff here, but are they just dead? We have 8, 11, and 5. Yeah, they're just dead. Okay. That's nice and easy too. Okay, cool. Neptulon. Oh, I forgot Leodrin's in our hero power. Ah, crap. That's not good, actually. It's not terrible, but it's not good. I forgot she's tiny. Probably not as great. Crystal Gem is good for our hero power, but our hero power requires we play stuff first, so that's not very good. So I think it's probably small backpacks, just higher likelihood to hit our key cards. This deck probably needs a little card draw anyway, but good chance to hit Sword, good chance to hit Kangor, which are both our cheat cards. Doorways, we just don't discover enough for that to be relevant or make sense, so I like it. Yeah, I think I read something as well about Kangor not swapping into Kangor, but I didn't really get the full details on it, so I wasn't sure. Okay. Tyrion's a decent summon off our weapon. I mean, kind of iffy because he can overwrite the weapon, but that's not the end of the world. Mooncatcher's cool. Sunfish is actually okay. Frontlines is... I mean, it's kind of cool. It's just 9 mana. I don't know if we're going to be playing any 9 mana plays ever in this deck. Probably going to be dead in hand too often. I think I like this more. Quality's handy. We don't have follow-ups just yet, but it's just a handy card. These are too small for us. Okay. Bronze Explorer is solid. More life steal basically should be good. Ooh. Ooh. I don't know if it's my viewing habits or your content habits, but YouTube never recommends your stuff. Well, I think if you're a Hearthstone person, it's probably not getting recommended as much. Yeah, it's Marvel Snap definitely has taken the reins on YouTube for sure. I think when I post a Marvel Snap video, it gets lots of clicks and lots of interest, and when I post a Hearthstone video, it kind of trickles in. So YouTube definitely seems to favor the Marvel Snap stuff, which is really to say the audience favors the Marvel Snap stuff. There's no wizardry there. It's a 1-to-1 really. Some people don't want to hear that, but that's just where my audience is. So I don't know. I think, you know, I drove a lot of people to play Marvel Snap, frankly, and now they like Marvel Snap a lot. It's a pretty simple equation. I don't know. Even though I'm trying to play both, a lot of people don't. Some people didn't make the move, of course, and they're still playing Hearthstone, but a lot of people made the move. We're trying to play both and then stop playing Hearthstone, I think, is what happened. So, who knows? So, Boogie Down, clearly not great with one of our 1-drops already in hand, but I'll play it, you know, on thinning the deck and doing something. I mean, if this dies, I'd rather hero power, I guess, probably, but dude, Discover Mage is kind of cool. Maxitude Discover Mage, I kind of dig it. Nah, let's just wait. Clearly not amazing. Although, I don't know, man. Is that actually a terrible play if you think about it, right? Drawing and playing the card simultaneously, like, that's kind of cool. It's maybe not 3 mana still, but if I spent 2 mana to draw a card and then played it for 1, I'd be in the same spot, right? That's kind of an interesting comparison. May have to equality this. This is kind of just getting big. Quality hero power is probably all right. It's weird because Snap does so badly on Twitch overall. I would hazard a guess that Snap does about as well as Hearthstone constructed on Twitch, but I haven't done the numbers. In other words, a lot of the Hearthstone Twitch is Battlegrounds. Bet if you went 1-to-1 though, for constructed, it'd be pretty close. But I don't know. I think for I watch Twitch on a PC and I watch YouTube on my phone, which I think is a pretty common pattern. You may find that mobile-oriented people, like those who might be more engaged with Marvel Snap, for instance, might be on their phone more. I mean, I guess we just play this, right? Maybe people on PC are more Hearthstone-oriented and watching Twitch on PC too. I don't know. I don't know. I have no some people get really defensive when I talk about this sort of stuff. I really don't have any skin in the game either way. I play both games. I'm happy if either one does well. So it's not a big competition to me. But some people will take a given directional comment to heart and get defensive, I know. So I'm sorry if that's happening to you, but that's not my intent. I want both games to do well. I don't think they have to cannibalize each other necessarily. I am honestly a little sad my Hearthstone videos aren't doing better, but it's kind of my fault. I don't blame anyone but me. Okay, these buffs are stacking up, man. This is scary. A geek of one's own says, popping in to say thank you for the Marvel Sniper raid last week. Really made my day. I'm happy, man. I'm always throwing out raids, so always happy when you guys report back with some happiness there. It's good stuff. All right, man. Don't kill me, dude. Hopefully if I just get enough lifesteal, we'll be fine. But I'm always scared of dying here. Spell damage and otherwise is spooky. Great Sword could hit like Ragnaros, Neptulon, Thaddeus. Okay. Thaddeus has taunt, right? It's been so long since I've played him. Yeah, okay. That's probably handy. That's going to be good. I don't know if he'd be worth it without the taunt, because often we'd be summoning him like with no spare mana. But now that he has spare taunt, we don't necessarily need the spare mana. He's just a big taunt, which is cool. Backup plan if we don't summon him with some spare mana remaining. Seems like they're probably not going to kill the Kangor for me. I would imagine them just going face here first and foremost. Although, what if they can't get through the 1/1? How beautiful would that be? If this protector tanks like 9 or 11 damage. Oh, that'd be wonderful. That'd be glorious. No way. Even tanking 4 is a big win if that's all we get. Jeez. She tanked 9 damage. Dude, that's so sick. So we'll probably... okay, Kangor's maybe dying. Oh, that's so ballsy, dude. Scary. Don't be Leodrin. Alright, that's a good one. Okay. Lifesteal Tyrion here. How much damage do we have? It's 11-13. Ragnaros could almost be lethal here. I think, though, we're going to be just a little bit safe and trade in the Tyrion. Just a little safe, basically. Because if we... Oh, yeah, okay. Say, just a little safe. Actually, I could have ran Tyrion face if I'd checked first. I should have checked first, honestly. I just wanted the lifesteal, but I guess it's lifesteal face too, so I don't know, it's probably wrong. I didn't think about Neptulon clearing for me. I was thinking more about Rag. Okay, Bubba is legendary, but not very good enough our weapons, so Spyglass seems fine. Just a high roll sometimes. Alright, these are decent. Oh, whoa, exact same bucket twice. This kind of sucks, honestly. Like, Sludge does help my boogie down a little bit. Light Ray's not terrible. Sentinel... I like the Sunken Sentinel part, but I don't have good dredge. So it's probably just one of these two. Which one do I take, chat? Which bucket do I take? I don't know, guys. I'm really torn. Let's take bucket number 3. Hope it was the right choice. How's my night going? Pretty good, man. A little crazy, but pretty good. Pretty good. Actually had some Korean food tonight, as always. Quite delicious Korean barbecue. Little spicy. Always puts me on my edge, but I love it. Love the pain. A little spicy. Korean food's like my favorite kind of spicy, to be honest. It's like it's a persistent. It's like it doesn't spike you with its spiciness. It's like it's a consistent, pretty spicy, but not crazy, just like solid flavor spice. Sometimes other spices just feel like they're spicy for the sake of spicy, which that's not as much my jam. Okay, Boogie Down's good. Problem with small backpacks and Boogie Down, they kind of go at odds because I have a higher likelihood to draw through my 1-drops, but as the deck gets bigger, that'll get more and more solved, I guess. Yeah, see. But it's fine. If I'm drawing 1-drops anyway, I'm happy, so I don't think we care. All right, so that's a big druid. We do have big cards to compete with a big druid, but depending on how big they get, how fast, we might still be in trouble. Well, like kimchi, I love kimchi. Yeah. Love kimchi. My wife's not as big into kimchi, but I love kimchi. My favorite thing is like fish cake. I love fish cake. Oh, like little fish cake sides and fish cake in the tteokbokki is so good. Like, love fish cake, dude. This stuff right here. This stuff's so good, dude. I literally just eat this all day forever, I think. Like, if they were to keep bringing it, I would just keep eating it, I think. I love it, dude. So good. Wife hates it, though. Which is good because I get even more. That's fine with me. All right, big discounts incoming. Dude, I know, Doctor. I can't either, man. It's so good. Oh, a lot of cards getting drawn. Okay. It's fine. We can actually empty our hand a little bit with, well, it doesn't really empty the hand, I guess, with Kangor, but cheat our mana out at least a little faster. Decent curve too. Jitterbug. Oh, Jitterbug's a little bit of a risk though. Oh, I don't know if I want a Jitterbug. I mean, I guess we don't care about burning cards as long as we're winning, right? It doesn't really matter. This game is pretty unlikely to go to fatigue anyway, because somebody's gonna win the board enough that they just win. You know what I mean? Like, we're gonna land a Leviathan or an Epsilon or something that just kills the opponent. So burning cards is probably not our biggest concern. We just want big stuff hitting them in the face, big divine shields hitting them in the face. So this is pretty nasty board for that, like just 10 damage incoming, you know. Eventually the great sword hits them really hard too if we don't burn it. That'd be maybe one of the only sad burns, maybe a rag. Funk Fan would actually be a killer draw too right now, maybe literally killer. Do we go Disco or do we go Kangor? Kangor is probably better. If we don't expect to win this in one punch, Kangor ensures our board's going to be better. This is the only bad card in the Kangor right now, I would say. Jitterbug's not great, but not terrible. Hey, Zarna Whoop! Thanks for the 17 months, man. Love the duels runs, Regis. Don't give up on it. I'm not I'm not planning to. You guys are more worried about giving up on duels than I am. Everybody's like, no. Ooh. Ooh. Where's my equality? Good God! Oh, well, I guess we lose. That's turn 4, man. An Ubercon's stupid. Freaking turn 4, man. Oh God, I'm just like, I didn't realize I was playing, you know, stupid version of this deck. I didn't know I was playing the little kid version of this. I mean, what can I do, right? I'm just done. Quality, I mean, I take it 11 here, presumably. Do I have to trade this in just to create potential outs? Problem is I don't really have any. Maybe if this were, no, even like Ziliax isn't good enough. Well, yeah, it wouldn't be, no. It's gonna be one cost anyway next turn. Rush Guy +5 maybe is. The 2/1 +5 kills the Thaddeus. I mean, how do you expect to live against this? I don't think you do, right? I think you're just dead. Cool. Oh my God. Oh. Oh my God. Dude, mana cheat. Like you know, I hate to do the like mana cheat ruins the game top talking points. You know, that's a pretty common refrain you hear among players. like, you know, I don't think as a rule that mana cheat ruins the game necessarily, but I think big mana cheat does. I think things being a mana cheaper here and there or whatever, right? Things being a mana or two cheaper, that's fine. I think when things can be 10 mana cheaper, 8 mana cheaper, when things can go from 10 to 0, you know, when the mana discounts are that chunky, that's where the game stops feeling like Hearthstone to me. I want the discounts to feel incremental as opposed to ballooning. You know what I mean? That's not the Hearthstone identity I associate with as much, I guess. Yeah, armaments is fine. Yeah, we like our small stuff getting bigger. This stuff's kind of cool, but it just takes too long to pay off. I don't think it's worth it. This is what really feeds our early game. Protection's good, consecration's good. Feasts and famines aren't as good. Yeah, True Silver's actually fine too. I like this consecration to go with our equality eventually, but I really just like Righteous Protector mostly. It seems really insane to get our hero power going early. Perfect. Yeah, exactly. Like a card going from 2 to 0, right? Like I think that's a cool way to create more lines in the game. You know, you've got ways to you know, change up play patterns and do things in different directions. It changes the linearity of plays a little bit. But when you've got things going from like, you know, 10 to 1, it just creates too many big swings and too many unwinnable scenarios where it feels hopeless. It feels like the game was just ripped out from under you, and I think that hopelessness really frustrates people, right? That's where it feels like, ugh, what was I supposed to do here? Okay. Do I get +2/+1 on my hero? Starlight Groove? No, I'm joking. Of course not. I know I don't. I could keep the 2-drop for the Greatsword, but ultimately I just want to hit a good early game protector or something. Boogie down solid. So I coin the Boogie down, or save the coin for Greatsword. I don't know. We're gonna think about that. Ooh, we got some other good options too. Coin Boogie down into Funk Fin's actually really legit for us. We'll probably do that. That seems quite good. Yeah. Save Greatsword for on curve, I guess. Hey, Onrack the Broken Dude. Loving all your Marvel Snap thumbnails lately. Venom Galactus is especially awesome. Thanks, man. Yeah, they take some fun work, but it's really fun. I felt like my Drax thumbnail was underrated, man. I photoshopped this Darkhawk helmet being, you know, stabbed by his dagger. Thought that looked really cool. I was like, this looks sick. That's not there. I made that, man. Drew all these little cracks in the helmet. I also had to angle his dagger differently. His dagger is normally angled more upward, but that then covers his face with the helmet, so I had to angle his arm down to create space for the helmet. The little things I do for love, man. The things I do for love. Love making thumbnails. Boogie down's awesome. Boogie down to the Funk Fin's kind of like the perfect curve. Ritual. Oh, okay. Still gets buffed, so that's cool. Oh, theirs does too, though. Oh, that's less cool. I take it back. Ah, Funk Fin still gives me a good trade, though. Oh, whoop. Oh, okay, that's a good trade too. Dude, what's happening, by the way? Double a shard and Ritual already. What is going on here? Give me some slack, man. All right. Spending health instead of mana is dangerous too. Yeah, it's kind of the same thing, right? Like cheating cards into play, I guess. This is basically what we mean. I mean, I do like that it comes at some risk at least, whereas most mana discount cards don't really bear a lot of risk other than opportunity cost of running them or whatever. Obviously, there's some inherent risk there. So this will summon a lady, a sanguine lady by hero power, which is pretty solid. I guess I have to ask, How much am I bothering with these scorpids? Maybe we do kill a scorpid. Thought this. Oh no, she's got too much attack because of the funk fin. Oh, I didn't even think about that. It looks. It instantly updates her attack so she doesn't get rush. Oh, I actually probably should have just played Jitterbug in that case. I mean, it's okay to have 2 bodies down. I don't mind necessarily, but unintended consequences there. Kind of makes sense. There's no moment for Liadrin to spot her base stat lines since Funk Fin's an aura. I will accept my fate there. I won't complain. Jeez, these damage outs are crazy. Stop. God, dude. Again, it's just crazy mana cheat. Everything's 0 mana, man. I guess I'm dead. If this hits like Ziliax, maybe we're happy. I mean, a taunt minion, maybe we're happy. I don't know, though. This seems pretty tough. Sentinel. All right, it's got taunt, man. That's something, I guess. Just dies to poisonous, though. Like, they only lose tiny baby bit of damage. What's my next turn? Greatsword, face, and hope to hit Rag? I'm just dead, though. That's 11 damage, 12. I'm just dead. I'm dead on board. Oh, I just lose. Oh, this didn't have lifesteal. I guess I just lost, huh? Was there any out? Was this better? No, not really. Cool, I guess. I mean, we just die. I don't have it.
The competition is fierce, isn't
Oh, great. Of course. Okay, earlier I said I wasn't giving up on duels. I take it back. I take it back. I'm kidding. What am I supposed to do here, man? I feel like I'm just absolutely getting outclassed by all this crazy mana cheat. I don't know how to beat this. Okay, we love Sanguine Soldier, but we don't love these so much. Tyrion's okay, but these suck. Frontline's a little wacky. I guess it's probably this. Just the cheaper cards seem more interesting. Spyglass will save us. Man, we got all the cards we just picked. Almost.
This battlefield will be mine.
Spyglass. Yeah, Necrolight's he's fine. Honestly, might play him just as a 2 to feed the Vizier. All right, this could be a bit of a slower deck. Oh, never mind. Emerald Goggles. Just kidding. It's like I finally hit somebody with a greedier hero power and they just have the highest tempo treasure possible. So, just kidding. Yeah, let's start with Protector.
But we fight. They'll never notice.
Okay, hero powering is pretty slow, thankfully. Boogie down, yeah, let's actually take it. That's pretty legit. Just get a big board of Divine Shields here that are scaling off armaments a little bit, maybe. Racing them down is one way we could perhaps win this more effectively. Or getting hero power value as well. Lobotomizer, again, pretty slow. I wonder what these Emerald Goggles cards are. They're not really doing much yet. Yep. So down to 30. Sounds like a lot. So they have a Thaddeus. Okay, let's keep that in mind for later. That seems scary. Oh, okay. That's kind of cool. Necrolite better, or do we just just kind of like hero power better. I think we just kind of like hero power better. More value that way, and the divine shield scales really nicely for us. It's pretty cool. All right, turn 4. Who knows? Probably cool. Hero power again, maybe. Nitro boost. That is really slow. What is the opponent's deck, man?
A dark deed to defy death.
Bloody day. Repent.
All right. It's funny, we're definitely looking like an aggro kind of Divine Shield Paladin right now, even though our deck is definitely split in half on that front. Definitely have a ton of late game. Just not getting there yet. Malevolent Strike for 5? What is the opponent's deck? This is wild. That's actually crazy. All right.
It's all over.
Dude, what on earth? Man. Hunter's Insight actually looks pretty good for our deck with all these fat cards, right? We want to get some mana cheat, I think. Disco Mall, Kangor. We love Kangor. Disco Malls are, I would say, moderate for us at best. I don't think they're great. I mean, great cards in general, but I don't know if this deck can utilize them well just without enough cheap stuff. It is kind of nice with Divine Shield, but I don't play a ton of cheap minions. Rice Protector quality are both pretty nice. Tyrion's pretty chill. Do we like Sanguine Soldier and Liadrin? I've been a little disappointed with Liadrin, honestly, so I'm a little tempted by Core Rager here. I feel like this is a good mix, but Kangor is so fun, dude. Maybe I just take Kangor because he's awesome and fun. Getting another Kangor is really enjoyable. Hey, Poldecac, thanks for the Prime sub. Poldecac, welcome, welcome. Appreciate ya. Good to see ya. With Duels, I wish they'd shrink the expansion pool and change the bucket. Because there's no reason to run older expansions with current buckets. Yeah, I do wish there was more. It's only ever gotten bigger. It's never retracted. You know, we never went the other way. They kept adding expansions, but they never pulled any out. It's just getting closer and closer to wild. It would definitely be fun to see what happens if they pulled some out of the pool. All right, Disco Mall on 2 is fine, but we like Hyper Blaster on 3 as well. So let's see if this dies or not. Probably never dies against Druid. They said they wanted all of them, didn't they? Oh, I don't actually remember hearing that. I don't know. I'm not. You might be right. I'm not saying you're wrong. I just don't remember that. Okay. I mean, honestly, just using this for a 1/1 buff is probably acceptable a lot of the time. Especially if I want to make sure Hyper Blaster's ready to answer whatever garbage Thaddeus type card gets plopped down on us here in 2 seconds. Right? Oh my gosh, this is just the weapon hand. It's just the all weapons all the time hand. Okay. Yeah. Jitterbug, Dissonant, Greatsword. I mean, at some point I have to ask, like, am I hitting face with this just because I plan to play Greatsword on 6? I mean, I know it's really valuable against this kind of deck. Mummy Magic might make it a little less valuable just because there might be some death rattles that are hard to work around. Kangor kind of fixes that problem a little bit by giving me another good line. You know, like 2 5s now. It might be better than a Greatsword. Play out of the hand instead of out of the deck, basically. Although currently only 1 threat in hand. So I guess we'll see. Profit. Oh, dude, this card was always so cool. I haven't seen this in forever, man. So not like the best target for the weapon, but I think fine. We want to get value out of it so we can equip the Greatsword. So yeah, Mooncatcher obviously much worse than Troop, but they probably won't kill this. I'll probably be able to play the Mooncatcher and then Hero Power and then hopefully trade and get the troop. Oh, never mind. They might kill it for us. I take it back. Oh, never mind. They don't. Just kidding. Okay. So they're gaining a lot of life here. I guess I just want to win the board though, right? Like, just go hard. Troops behind this wall of stuff are like crazy strong, so I think it'll be all right. All right. Yeah, I mean, this is really, really scary. Taking 15, 20 damage right now. Hero power is actually really good for us too at this stage. I think it's Kangor and Jitterbug, right? Oh, Exerciser, dude, come on. That's such an insane top deck. They top decked it. God, that's annoying. Oh, that's so annoying. They top decked it. So Kangor is actually really terrible right now. I guess that means we go disco, huh? How's the best moon in the game going? I haven't been playing Battlegrounds. I don't know. Some people are like, no, Regis, what have you done? No, I meant Duels, Regis. What have you done, Regis? No, I meant Duels. I don't know what Battlegrounds is up to. Hey, Live Buck, dude, thanks to the tier 1 18 months. I've been playing so much Snap lately that whenever I'm winning any other game, I've been doing a mental snap. I actually know exactly what you mean. You're like, confidence encourages you to want to increase your wager. I got you. I do the exact same thing. Oh, okay, that's a decent weapon hit, although that is a lot of life is the problem. What's their best target here? Funkfin for sure. Why not hit Funkfin? Funkfin gives me like 1,000,000 life, right? I don't have any silence plays. So if I hit that, my smallest card would be Funkfin, or well, Consecration, I guess, right? So what are they going to? 18, 26. Do I have 26? I'm too lazy to count. 26. This is 12, 16, and 10 is 26. Yeah, we got it. Cool. Go Funkfin, buddy. Yeah, cool. Okay, man, even with that Exerciser, we still got there. That's pretty nice. They healed a ton, too. Healed 16 and then another 12 off that other guy, right? That was kind of scary. The lead dancers are actually really bad for us, so it's definitely no more, please. That's fine. All right, this run kind of... I mean, listen, we're never thrilled about a 4-win run. Or is this a 3-win run? Oh, shoot. Oh, no, 4. 4? Yeah, 4. We're never thrilled about a 4-win run. Well, it says 3. I thought it was 4. Oh, it is 4. Okay. We're never thrilled. I'll get this sentence. We're never thrilled about a 4-win run, probably, but we're never too sad about a 4-win run either, I would say. I think 4 wins is that spot where you're like, okay, yeah, 4 wins. We got it. That's fine. Like, you know, we're positive. We went positive with our Kangor deck. I'll take it. All right, this is a good opener. Ooh, scroll is scary. Scrolling what? Scrolling what? Scrolling what? Scrolling what? All together now. Okay. Whoa. Weird. All right. So we probably want to try to smork this down if we can. Hopefully I don't get a 3-3 here. Oh, Arcane Giant gone. All right. Boogie Down's really nice next turn. Coin Boogie Down, thinning out the deck. Followed into the Funkfins. Really good because all of our ones have Divine Shield. Oh, Demon Seed. Scary. All right. There's that 3-3 we were worried about, unfortunately. Honestly, it's probably not terrible to go for the Hyper Blaster and just start chipping through these, but the board is still going to be really valuable for us. Oh, dang. Okay. Oh, wait, that's not not a demon. He's made of plates. He's not a demon. Oh, nasty. That is a Hyper Blaster target for sure. Oh, actually, no, Funkfin's even better. Scratch that. Screw this, we Funkfin. Do we take the board 100% or do we go face a little bit? I think we start weaving a little face damage in already. This deck has a surprising amount of pressure outs. These 3/2s technically eat. You know, sometimes they don't. There's risk with School Spirits or something, whatever, but Hellfire, same story, yeah. So Funk Fin's big at least. Oh, never mind. Funk Fin's dead at least. Kangor, but no good targets, sadly.
Easier to draw blood.
All right.
A red sun rising.
I don't know if this really... like it already had Divine Shield and Rush does nothing. I don't know. This might be wrong. Maybe Raikul's just better. It depends on if she kills it or not. If it dies, I think Raikul's just better. Having her in the pool is kind of cool too, I guess, for the record, but not really. Not that exciting at the end of the day, perhaps. So yeah, I don't think we Kangor yet because this hand is so terrible, right? I think we just create another board of pressure here. Get hero power value to stretch ourselves a little longer. The hero power is all good targets right now, so. She's actually probably the worst target, huh? Sap? Oh, that's the best target. Dang it. I mean, I get the battle cry again, but the dredge, I don't have any dredge support, so it's kind of pointless. We need a good big threat soon, dude. I want to play this Kangor. I need time to play this Spyglass on something. They've had a couple cards in hand, so I bet that's something cool up there. We'll try. Merchant on the Killmox. Do we have any like silences or anything? Doesn't even matter. They're gonna get 3 Killmoxes. How do I beat 3 Killmoxes? I guess Hyper Blasters kill them, but the healing becomes an issue. So that suddenly the game shifts more into a like value game, right? I can get my own, but mine will be tiny, so it won't matter. Hellfire gone. Okay. Bronze Explorer. Again, it's like, okay, whatever. 2 other cards that I think are probably pretty big. I'm gonna see what's up there. I'm just curious. Oh yeah, we got the Killmox. He's the least interesting card, I think. Unfortunately. Really boring. Really boring turn.
A red sun rising. Bloody day.
The Divine Shields could be something that limits Killmox's healing, but I don't, you know, it's like, how many times can I really pull that off? He's eventually going to heal. Something's going to have not, you know, something's going to get hit with a spell and he'll trade into it or whatever. So we know that's coming at some point. So I don't know, like we can clear them, we know, with the Hyper Blasters, but it's just the healing we have to worry about. If I can't find some kind of like lethal out or whatever. So like right now we have 11, for instance. It's not close to a lethal yet. Killmox keeps getting bigger. Anoyo Troop could be the sort of card that does ow, Whirlwind. That would have been insane against my Divine Shields. Jeez. Anoyo Troop. Okay, interesting. All right, let's at least make him work for it. I don't know. Not guaranteed to hit the Anoyo, but of course, but there's a chance. Wow, I feel like they've drawn every single book already, dude. They've gone through so many. I don't know how many are actually left, but deck's down to 18 cards. We're at 20, so if they started with a 10 card head start, I don't know where they're at. Ooh, that's really good. More Abyssal Waves is gross. What do we get out of this, though, is the real question. Troop me one time? Oh, he already had lifesteal. That's sad. We really wanted the troop. Oh god, dude, I'm practically dead too. Shoot, I'm just dead, aren't I? It's too much. Not literally, but I gotta play these, which means it's gonna be hard to win. Dude, these freaking merchants are gross. They have 75 freaking dudes. Ugh. Maybe I can take 3 and just play a better play. Vizier is cheap right now, but it's not that good, really. It's off curve still. They're just gonna have 75 kill moxes, man. Dude, I hate it. They have so many kill moxes. I don't know what the math is here. This heals me quicker and kills a 4/3 that could hit face. I think it's probably almost always better to do this than Abyssal Curse, right? So I got a 2-cost spell there. Should be a Warlock spell, right? I need time to play Kangor again, but it's gonna be so hard. Well, actually, Kangor Hyper Blaster might let me play Kangor. If they just go like kill Mox Hero Power here or something. It's totally reasonable for them. I watched the original Poltergeist movie last year for the first time, and that movie was awesome. Yeah, that movie's scary, dude. I'm always far more terrified by horror movies that are like in the house or like, you know, something that it feels like closer to reality or home. I don't know if closer to reality is the right word, but you know what I mean? Like, you know, if the more fantastical it is, the less I'm ever terrified because it doesn't feel like something I could encounter in my life, you know? Like, what's my odds of encountering some day-to-day, you know, whatever. Thaddeus, all right. That would be a great Kangor hit again, yeah. So we got a hat here. That's gonna get some value, but nothing I can do about that. So how many kill moxes? There's 3 more or 4 more. There's 4 more kill moxes. So I gotta kill 1 without this weapon, which I guess I need a quality by then. I don't know. Certainly the face race is gone. They're 28 health. We're not going with the face attacks. So that's not a plan. Hey, Broomis Shadow with the 9 months. Hello to you as well. Thank you, thank you. Flash, heal my face. Discard your hand. Nope. Oh, that might be cool. Hold up. Ah, we like that. Yeah, that's good.
That's actually quite good.
Okay. Can I win in fatigue, maybe? Like, that could be an out if I just stall long enough. It's kind of a cool idea. I don't know, man. I'm going to try to find something, but
Running out of time.
get to a point where they have a kill mox, but I have, you know, a Starlight Groove rolling. I don't know. We'll figure something out. Really not the best turn from them, I would say. I don't think they developed as much as they'd like, probably. I don't think ripping a Thaddeus makes any sense for us, right? We want to kill this, and I definitely don't want to play a Thaddeus into like a kill mox. That's kind of silly. I think maybe we just play double Kangor? We lose the Vizier sometimes if I do double Kangor. Maybe it's Vizier Kangor hero power. Probably like that better.
The more you struggle, the better.
Oh, dino size. That's kind of fun. Could maybe be like a surprise lethal type play.
The light bends.
Feels kind of lame, but I gotta save my weapons, I think, for the kill moxes, right? As much as possible anyway. We may not be able to forever, but all right. 27 if they I'm just thinking about if they like hold on these kill moxes, can this dino size turn into any lethal outs, you know? 27 feels a little too far gone for that, I think. Hitting the oh, I see. That's pretty nasty math. Oh, actually it is the yeah, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, okay. Well, Killmox will just kill this, but maybe that lets me kill one a little easier, where I don't have to use a weapon or something, you know? Can I get through it with like regular means? It's gonna have 4 health. Oh my god, imagine if this killed it. Oh no, dude, that's sad. Imagine if the Killmox died to that though. Oh god, I'd be happy, dude. Boy, would I be happy. Remember, this doesn't actually do anything here either way. The way, like these have an aura effect. So this could actually hit a rush minion would be pretty cool. How many cards are in my deck still, dude? I have so many things in my deck, I feel like. I'd love like a Neptulon or a Leviathan right now. I'm just wondering if there's a world where I leave up 15 here and try to use the board to get through this, as opposed to using a weapon charge. Because I know there's 3 more kill moxes to deal with, and I have 3 more weapon charges. So it's like, can I get through this with normal mechanisms like taunts, divine shields? Yeah, maybe rush stuff. Is there any actual rush minions in here? I don't think so, right? I think I need to take kind of a... Oh! Okay. Taunt and divine shield is definitely what we're looking for.
The light dims, but we fight.
Okay. I want to save this. We don't need it. This is still pretty bad, but... I want to play this, but at the same time, I kind of want to get guaranteed value out of it. I think it might surprise them if it pulls off the Kangor. So, I don't know. I'm a little nervous. I need the cards, but when do you play it is the question. I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. Yeah, I don't think a Liadrin would have helped, right? Because we don't actually have anything she would have given Rush to, because we don't have any lower attack value cards. I don't know. Would she have worked with this card, I wonder? Maybe, actually. Liadrin and then hit the thing? I'm not sure. Not sure how that works. Ah, burning cards. Yes, we love it. Weak card, but ultimately good burn. Thank God they don't have weapon removal, by the way, guys. Can you imagine? Oh, we'd be in a pickle. So you guys don't think this can hit Kangor, right? Is that what we decided? Somebody said that. I don't know. I've never tested it in my life. Oh, Pure Cold is a spicy play, dude. That's really good. Wow. That's really good. I mean, this is still, I think, a net win for us, though. Like, we got to kill one without... Wait, why Pure Cold this turn? Because I'm not trying to kill a Killmox anyway this turn. Huh. Right? Sadly, I don't get any Jitterbug hits. I'm gonna run out of time to play off this Jitterbug if I'm not careful. I mean, it does technically usually draw off itself. You guys are saying this can't... making me nervous. I don't know if it can or not. You made me really nervous now. Yeah, this won't hit, unfortunately. Well, I gotta play this now. Surely it'll get at least itself, right? Yes, I remember the Jitterbug phone. Yeah. Thanos says to heal? I don't actually hate that. I don't think it's really necessary, I would say, but I don't hate it. 23, we need it to do something at some point.
Time is against me.
I mean, it's just gonna die to a Killmox is the only hesitation I have, but gaining some life is valuable. I don't know. Spending my mana is not maybe as valuable, but still a little valuable. From the depths! Whoa! Cool. They have 2 cards left in deck. Can I beat their hand? I don't know, man. I don't think so. It can pull a Kangor. Okay. Well, I read a Twitter thing from some Blizzard dev who there's some blocker, but I don't know if it's a scenario where it's like infinite loops with like defile, or I don't know what the mechanism is, I guess, but there's some blocker, but maybe it's not just Kangor to Kangor. Maybe there's some other variable we're not talking about. Oh, maybe it's a good thing we healed. Jeez, kind of scary. Does he live? He lives at 1. Does he actually live though? Oh, they're drawing more cards. I think that's good news. They're basically in fatigue now. I don't know if we made it through all the different dudes, but Arcane Giant, okay. Soulfire, wow. Zakul gone. Okay, that seems important actually. Yeah, I like that.
Sweet move.
Probably gonna have to kill one of these 8/8s with our weapon, unfortunately, though. I mean, it's not necessarily true, but... Oh, I can use this to draw a card here. It's after a friendly character loses Divine Shield. I need cards. Oh, I forgot he had Demon Seed too. Oh my god. I actually totally forgot. Yeah. I also forgot. Thank you for reminding me, actually. I guess in case they copy it, this is better, right? Oh, I'm immune. It doesn't work. Like, of course, but also... like, of course, but also I'm annoyed. Like, it's actually fine. It's still gonna pop at some point, but of course, that tracks. Like, that's actually, yeah, of course. That's annoying, but yeah, it's fine. Oh, how do I beat all these, man? I don't think I can. I have a quality, but at some point, these are gonna get me, right? I mean, maybe if I can get enough holy spells... This does so far to go, like, surely this is still favorable to us, right? Like, in other words, if they take 20 damage to advance this, although the kill moxes kind of make that less of a relevant conversation, don't they? Okay. A quality consecration would be pretty cool. It's actually decent right now as well, just to clear up this board a little tidier. This had nothing in it, right? No. What are my odds of hitting a quality on time? I'm drawing one more card off this. Maybe this rolls a taunt 2 cards. I mean, I think we just do start here, right? And see what happens. And hope to hit like Leviathan, basically. Neptulon, one of those sorts of cards, right? Something really high quality. Great sword. I don't think great swords beat the kill moxes, right? That's the issue.
Time is against me.
Dance off. The light bends to my sweet.
Oh, that's a great freaking roll. Are you kidding me? Woo, that's a good roll. Wow. Okay. That just eats through these for a long time, potentially. Because we know they have exactly 3 kill moxes. That's their only cards. 2 of them died of my weapon charges, right? And then if I have divine shields too, they can't. Oh, that's nice. Okay. They can't. Oh no, they have 5 kill moxes. I lied. They have 5 kill moxes. I lied. There's actually 5. No, I lied. There's not 3, there's 5. How do I beat 5? I can beat 2 with dudes. How do I beat the next 4? Boards locking them out's one way. Return lethal damage is another way. Oh, Neptulon actually kills one. Oh, crap. That's 8. I just need 3 spaces. Holy crap. Okay. Can this set up a lethal now too? They can heal off this one, unfortunately, though. So they heal the full. Well, they deal a little damage here. That pops my shield. I draw a card. Okay. So this did work. It just took like 3 turns. It just took a while. So they hit here. They go to full. What was their fatigue at? 5? So I have to deal 35 damage. I have 16, 20, 24, 24, and 6 is 30, 33. I think this is lethal, right? They're taking 6 damage.
Are you actually learning?
Feeble prawns.
Dance
Yeah, 6. Yeah, I mean, we'll hit him with this just to be extra safe, I guess, but it doesn't actually matter. They're just dead of fatigue. Wow, that's actually a crazy win, dude. Oh, that's a good win. That's a good freaking win, dude. The Kangor army. Wow. That's a tough freaking Hearthstone game to win. I'm proud. That was cool. I like that a lot. Probably sow the seeds, right? We actually pull from deck a fair bit. Divine Shields with buffs are good. I mean, Clockwork Resistant, we don't play enough spells. Death Charger's weird, so. Cool. Yeah, we don't care about that. Woo, that was beautiful, dude. Beautiful. Quest would have healed him from death. Oh, you might be right. With fatigue? I didn't even think about that. Would they've healed the +3? Oh, yeah. You might be right. Good thing we did go for the finish then. It really was. I said we're going to do this for safety. It really was for safety. It turns out, it sounds like. All right, this is a good hand. We like this. Acclaimed Marvel Snap concert creator RegisKillbin trying out Hearthstone. Boy, don't let people hear you say that. You're gonna make some people angry, sir. You just made some enemies in chat. All right, Boogie Down is awesome early. We love that. Still Spyglass on 1 is fine. We don't want to fall too far behind against Promote and Crystal Gem and Mummy Magic. If they get super aggressive against us, we're going to be in trouble, but we like Coin Boogie Down, though. That's good stuff. Ooh, that's kind of fun. Because, well, you don't really want to shuffle a bunch of extra ones in. Because you want the 4 distinct ones, I think, right? But still pretty fun. Pretty fun. Gotta try not to die, though. This deck always runs like the crazy death rattle damage stuff into Xyrella. So we probably want a Kangor sooner rather than later in that case. I mean, I think I'll play a Rivendare just because he's a 6/6 and that's pretty chill. But otherwise, probably. Oh, they got a Disco Mall. Okay. Do we need to kill the Detective Murloc Holmes? I mean, Jitterbug's next turn, but it's not really going to connect on anything anyway. Kangor has 1 bad target and then 3 really good ones. Can I just go face and like try to race a little bit here? Like they have a good hit is unfortunately the thing. Like this is not a good hit currently. You do worry about Promote a little bit, but some life gain available probably. Do we care about the value? I mean, I guess there are some cards off the top of my deck that I really don't want them to have. I don't know. They're only at 4 cards, so I'm gonna deal with the Holmes for now. But I don't know. They have the Disco Mall to kill this. This trade doesn't look great for them yet, but I'm a little nervous to trade in too much. But as long as they're slightly lower on value, I think it probably benefits us to trade a little bit. They may kind of be low on Steam a hair. I mean, we know they have this guy at some point, so that's coming, but everything else might be a little slow for them. Hero Power is pretty good for me, as is Disco Mall. Jitterbug is also pretty big. It's a 6/4. 4 is not a great breakpoint, though. I don't really need the cards yet. Okay. Let's get some hero power value, I guess. Taunt is particularly good, I think. So this is probably just Kangor. We if they don't kill it, we probably just play the Vizier to make sure that the Kangor has a good set of targets. Even the Jitterbugs, honestly, are fine. Of course, Rag is the champion, but we'll take whatever. This is gonna be a pretty big board. Consecration could be kind of cool if we hit it, I guess.
This can't be good.
Like, I guess really face damage doesn't matter most of the time because of the Amara, but at the same time, we just don't really want to give them this giant board any sooner than we have to, so we're not exactly incentivized to trade yet either. The face attacks are almost just like we have nothing else to do while managing their board, so we might as well. That's a big hit, dude. And I was like, oh my god, even hit the taunt. That's annoying. Spooky Down actually connects again. It's not bad. I really don't want to take 5 off that taunt, but it does clear it up, I guess. Do we want to go Boogie Down Hero Power or just Kangor? Kangor's slow, but it's definitely a card you want to get the gears turning sooner rather than later. You know what I mean? You don't want to take too long on it. This buff doesn't really change anything, so whoever it hits is fine. Kangor's technically better for the lifesteal, of course. So that's the Amara done. Kangor's only healing 3, and the opponent actually has a pretty nasty board, as you see. 10, 12, 14 damage already, so we're going to need that Kangor to come sooner rather than later. Boogie Down does give me some defensive wall potential, taunting off. Just don't hit Nerubian's really the answer for this Kangor, right? Oh, crap. Huh, they took that instead of the Kangor. That's kind of interesting to me. I feel like the Kangor represents so much potential threat and like life gain and stuff. Huh. I don't know, man. I just healed a bunch. I kind of don't mind that so much. It is admittedly a little hard for me to continue playing the Kangor against an 8-3. 10, 17, 18 damage. And the results do continue to get worse too, honestly. That's a little challenging. Boogie Down, Sow the Seeds is a pretty nice pair. Maybe we'll stall for one turn here. Is Hero Power just better? Yeah, because it can hit Kangor. Yeah. And these are good too. And Jitterbug's good too, yeah. It's all fine. Okay. We're kind of running, like, once you kind of fall behind on the Kangor, it's hard to get it back rolling. That's the only problem, but I don't know if I can help that. Whoa. Is that helpful to me at all? I forgot this card existed, dude. I've never seen this card in my life. As far as I'm concerned, this is a brand new Hearthstone card. The Sanctum Have you guys seen this card in your life? I have never seen this card in my life. Absolutely a new card. Okay, Starlight Groove's fun. I mean, you know, at some point we got to worry about these Xyrella type procs. Eventually, right? It's going to be an issue. But the opponent is trading a lot, which I think is giving me time to kind of stabilize, maybe. I like that. Yeah, they're getting some value, but I'm kind of stabilizing, which is good. Getting more time to play Kangors, feed my Kangor pools, you know.
The light bends.
Maybe we play this over Hero Power because we don't want it in the Kangor pool. It's one more better minion out. It's still the Vizier is a risk, I guess, but everybody else is a little wacky. Did we just kill one of the 4/3s? No, let's make it do it. Let's make them do it, right? We're 29. We're chilling right now. Kangor's healing 4. He's got another Kangor, some big hits. We got Kangor loops coming eventually. We got the Hyper Blaster to clear up a little bit too. The Vizier, that sucks. Man. 4 good targets. No, 3 good targets. It's kind of a 25%er, unfortunately. Okay, man, I'm gonna want a board reset at some point. We just keep getting whittled down lower and lower. I'm scared there's gonna be like a lethal out at some point off these whittles, you know? Kangor Hyper Blaster. Do I deny the death rattle damage off this? Does anybody know? Does anybody know? Are you still immune while this death rattle procs? There have been cards that worked that way.
Press the attack.
So this nets me 2, this nets me 3. So I think we just kill this, right? What other thing worked that way? I guess it's like explosive trap is what works that way is what I'm thinking of, right? Explosive trap happens in the same phase, but it kind of makes sense that Death Rattle would not. I think a decent chance we're dead. A Wind Fury hit kills me immediately. 9, 10, 13. So just not Wind Fury. Okay, Poisonous is good. So we might get a chance to heal here again in a pretty compelling way. Sort of want to play this first, but I mean, we got to hit here because why not? I'm wondering if the quality is worth it at all first. Doesn't really change much on the Leviathan. I really want to hit the Leviathan off the Kangor probably. I mean, Rag is the most healing though, but this lets me clear up 2 different threats. Boy, I don't know. If I hit the Bronze Explorer, we're wicked sad. But I'm also really sad if I hit anything that doesn't attack. So I don't think playing it first really changes my fate much, unfortunately. Let's just see what we hit. I don't know. Jitterbug. Really not our favorite, unfortunately, again.
Time is against me.
Kind of just dead, right? This draws me a bunch of cards, but I'm just dying, I think. Oh my god, bro. The animations. Forget it, dude. I think we were dead anyway. I don't think there's any plays that are outs, right? I couldn't kill enough. If I kill these, they kill me. So I don't think it mattered, but I'm just annoyed how frustratingly long it takes. Didn't have mana to play Starlight Groove, which wouldn't help much anyway because of the Najak, so I think we're screwed. You guys see an out? I don't see an out personally. Quality didn't change enough. I think we were done, so. Played a second Kangor into the Death Rattle to double the Rag hits. It's interesting, but what would Rag have hit that made the difference mathematically? I think the most Rag could net was like 3. And it was pretty unlikely to net 3. Well, I mean, it would have netted 3 on board, but 8 himself. So kind of like 11, netting 11. I don't know that he ever netted more than 11 if that made a difference. You know what I mean? Like, I think they had enough excess anyway. Like, if you play a Rag, so you play a Kangor, you trade it, you trade in, both Kangors die. There's still a 3-1, a 3-2 that's got Reborn, a 4-1, a 6-5, and a 1-1. Like, if Rag hits here, it nets 3 off this because it still deals 3 to face. Although that would be end of turn phase, so I don't actually know if that's true. Maybe it clears the actual 6 and it doesn't deal 3 end of turn phase. Does it still count as my turn? I don't know. So that might have done it if we'd healed 11 there, or excuse me, 14 there. Even if we'd healed 11, we would have gone to 18. Yeah, it might have been enough. Would have been pretty lucky, but might have been enough. What do they have? Amara plus we don't know what else, yeah. This deck beats us a lot in duels, I feel like. Even with some healing, it was really hard to get there. I should count of your turn. I don't know. If it counts as our turn, then that's even less. We'd be at 15. They'd only have 7, 10, 11, though. So they would have needed a hero power roll again, maybe, to kill us. I guess we could have hit here and then... Oh, that wouldn't work. Because Kangor can't trade if you kill it with your weapon. Guys, I don't know. I don't think it was there personally, but that Warlock game was really cool though. I may put that Warlock game on YouTube. That was a really fun game. Good 22-minute game. Seemed impossible to win, but we got there. It was really fun. Hey, Shamanistical, what's up, dude? Oh my gosh. See my picture of me in front of the Hearthstone restaurant? I did not. I'm sorry. I don't know where I would even have seen that. Was it on Twitter or something? Sorry, dude. I've been very, very busy lately. Thanks, 100 bits, though. Good to see you. And Commander Keen, thanks for the 52 months. That's amazing. That's awesome. So, guys, I'm going to open this pack. And then I need your help with a video. We're gonna record a little video together. So I need you guys to chime in and chat and be awesome and be funny and be clever and thoughtful and everything in between. Oh crap, I had to reset my capture card earlier and now all of them. Oh shoot. Dang it, I got it. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh guys, okay, Sean, I'm just gonna take a look. Let me see. Oh, there you go, dude. The Hearthstone restaurant. I love it, man. It looks quite shaman-like too. It looks quite shaman. Crap, guys. Guys, I'm gonna spend like 2 minutes cycling through all of my different scenes for Marvel Snap and Hearthstone and transforming the size of the screen. Some of them I will not be audible, so it's gonna look kind of wacky for the next 30 seconds, but give me 30 seconds, I promise. Okay, I think we're good to go. Okay, so I need you guys' help for a video though. We're going to do we're gonna do a little discussion video. Let me get chat rolling up here on screen. There you are. Okay, there you are, guys. Good job, you did it. You guys are on screen. You're in the wrong spot though. Let me move you over. Here you are. Now you're in the right spot. All right. So guys, I need you all to participate. We're gonna talk about the overrated cards of Hearthstone. You guys are in 2 spots. Hold up. There we go. The overrated cards of Festival of Legends. Excuse me. You guys know I do these kind of series of videos on YouTube every expansion, talking about the cards that were rated really highly before the expansion and then did not live up to expectations so far throughout the expansion. So I want you to talk and comment and offer insights and funny remarks, and you guys are going to be stars. Stars, I tell you. At least 7 people will see this on YouTube. So you know, you're going to be absolutely famous. So I need you to participate. I need you to just type a bunch of stuff really fast right now too, so we can start the video with a full chat. I need you to say, "Man, Regis is so handsome today. Man, Regis, your hair looks beautiful today. Oh, Regis." Here we go. Yes. There we go. That's what I want. All right, folks. So I got to think about how to start this video really quickly. We are going to talk about the overrated cards of Festival of Legends. In other words, these are the cards that the community and often myself rated really highly during the review season. We thought they were going to be amazing 4-star, 5-star cards, but in reality, so far, they have not performed. Does that mean they'll never perform? Maybe, sometimes, but not always. They may just be lying in wait for the right synergies to unlock. But for now, so far, these have been underrated. And we're going to start here at the bottom. The least overrated of this video, but still very, very overrated, is Bone Shredder for Death Knight. This one was rated at 4.6 stars from community ratings. That was good for 10th best, or tied among a few other 4.6 star cards, but tied for the 10th best card in the entire expansion by rating. In reality, throughout the expansion release period so far, Bone Shredder has been in 0.5% of all decks, which is 96th place. So it's fallen from 10th for expectations down to 96th for reality. And in case you're thinking, oh man, maybe it's really good in Death Knight, it's not. It's only in 1.6% of Death Knight decks. So even when you slice out Death Knight specifically, which will be relevant sometimes for like Warrior cards, for instance, it might look really bad, but they're good in Warrior, just Warrior's weak or whatever. Not the case for Bone Shredder, of course. Death Knight's really good, and Bone Shredder still not seeing play. So I actually gave Bone Shredder 3 stars. I was not quite as high on Bone Shredder, which frankly is still overrating it at this rate. This is very much looking like a 2-star card at the moment. But despite Death Knight's dominance, Bone Shredder just didn't get there. I think personally, like the kind of Death Rattle-y package in Death Knight, at least like the Death Rattle synergy stuff with Cage Head and some of the higher cost Death Rattle synergies just didn't make sense when everybody's playing way faster for unholy decks, smorking you out with small Death Rattles. This guy wants bigger, meatier, more substantial Death Rattles because it has this corpse cost. So you want to make sure if you're spending 5 mana, you get something substantial out of it. When all of your deck is full of little garbage Death Rattles, it doesn't feel very good to attach those to a 5 cost stick. You know, you're kind of playing a premium for mana costs for a pretty weak Death Rattle in that case. So, you know, he's sort of tied to these higher cost fates and higher cost cards, which for Death Rattles right now just don't make sense. If you're playing late game Death Knight stuff, you've got like either, you know, burst damage or board lockdown and frost, or you've got crazy, you know, life gain, crazy value generation in blood. So Death Rattles just didn't really make sense. Maybe a lower corpse cost would feel better. I mean, it would definitely help, but I actually don't think that would fix the card, frankly. I think the problem is he's best when he has high cost Death Rattles, and high cost Death Rattles take forever to get online. Because if you want to play a Cage Head, it takes still, you know, whatever, 8-9 mana to play a Cage Head. Is it 9 mana? I don't remember. 9 mana or whatever to play a Cage Head. And then you want to play this after that, you know? So you've got like this unfolding kind of... It's really hard to get to that stage of the game. So ideally, if you had some really insane 4-cost Death Rattle and you could play this on curve, that would be perfect. So that might be a space if a really powerful 4-cost Death Rattle, some kind of crazy egg card or something. Even eggs aren't great because you got to proc those. But you know what I mean? Something that was really good in that mid-game section that would allow Bone Shredder to get that value sooner would really, really help. So it's just it's a card that benefits from late game plays, but he's a mid game play, so it kind of gets out of order, I think, a little bit and where he's strongest. You could also just make him cheaper, you know, so that he doesn't need quite as premium of a Death Rattle to feel worth it. If he were a 3-mana card that gained a random Death Rattle, you could have a cheaper Death Rattle and still feel good. You know, if he's a 3-mana 3/4 that gained a Death Rattle, it might feel better for eggs or something in that case, but at 5, it starts to get pretty prohibitively expensive to actually get him down. So for small Death Rattles, or just too early for big ones. So he's just kind of this awkward, you know, doesn't really fit in either package. Now that said, I'm very sad because I freaking love pandas. I love pandas in Warcraft. We don't see nearly enough pandas in Warcraft. This is one of the few awesome looking panda cards, and so far he's not getting played. So I don't have a lot of hope for this one personally. I don't think the stars are going to align for like the perfect Death Rattle for him or whatever, but it's not impossible. Like I said, if a really powerful like 4 or 3 cost Death Rattle came out where he makes more sense sooner, who knows? There's a chance. All right, so next up is the Brass Elemental for Shaman. This one was rated at 4.0 stars, which was good for 35th place in the expansion. So a top 35 card would normally be the sort of thing you like expect to get played a little bit, you know, like it's showing up in some decks. It's solid, but it's not great. In reality, of course, as you can see, Brass Elemental was in 0.2% of decks for 124th place. So basically in the bottom 20 cards, not the top 35. That again is an enormous difference there. What is that, like 89 spots difference, I think, for the Brass Elemental. Did I do that math right? 65, yeah, 89. Okay, yeah. I'm so smart. Look at me doing math. And if you're thinking, oh, well, maybe Shaman hasn't gotten there and the Brass Elemental would be better, and Shaman still in less than 5% of Shaman decks, and that is, remember, still very, very low. Like, if there's one good Shaman deck, for instance, you would expect good cards in Shaman to be in like 90% of Shaman decks, not 5% of Shaman decks. So even when you slice out an underperforming class, which Shaman's okay because of Totem Shaman right now, it still doesn't, it's not like it's, you know, performing in a bad class. It's not performing in Shaman at all. Now, I was not high on this card. Again, I gave this one 3 stars. I was not in love with the Brass Elemental. I think Hearthstone these days is such a synergistic game, and the game is so much about packages and like these really refined synergies and these game plans that are all playing within each other and really connected. And it's like Totem Shaman, for instance, right? You have to have everything playing towards totems, and there's not a lot of room for general utility cards because you need to make sure you're hitting the most powerful things you can in sequence, interacting with each other. They have to all sync up. And when you have a card that's way over here that's not syncing up with that game plan, it tends to get left out. It, you know, in a vacuum, yeah, it does a lot of cool stuff. In Arena, maybe, like, yeah, it does a lot of cool stuff. But when you're talking about like good meta decks, they need really locked in synergies and game plans. So the Brass Elemental, you know, nothing wrong with it. You know, it looks better than a lot of cards we've seen in the past in Hearthstone. It's just not a synergy fit. There's no reason. It doesn't stand out in any one given direction. Jack of all trades, master of none sort of scenario. So, you know, until like elementals come online or some kind of Wind Fury synergy or something comes online, what exactly does this card do in a synergy meta as opposed to like a board arena meta or something where it might make more sense? So that was my criticism for the card initially. By the way, these first two, I was a little more directionally correct than the community, but don't worry, I'm going to be plenty wrong later. They're coming. My failures are coming. Just be patient. I do remember getting some flack. I remember specifically a couple of people saying like, this is going to be the best card of the expansion sort of stuff. I fell for that trap already, previously in a set with that paladin card, the pure paladin card guy, the kind of Ziliaxy guy, the elitist snob. Like, I fell for the trap on this card for the same kind of reasons previously. And I liked this one even better because it had lifesteal. I thought that was going to be more relevant. This card's got, you know, played just the tiniest little bit here and there in some pure paladin decks. But it kind of had the same problems, right? It just didn't really directionally do anything great. It was just kind of average everywhere. And that really hurts. Like and subscribe to keep up to date with Regis's garbage takes. Amen to that. Thank you. I do need that. Yeah. All right, let's move on. Next up is the Hollow Technician. This one was given 4.4 stars. Good for 18th place. So a top 20 card. Kind of crazy. And in reality, played at 112th place. So big fall off. Each one of these is going to have a bigger drop there, by the way. That's how they're in this order. If I did the math right. Anyway, so what is that? 94 spots. 94 spots difference here for the Hollow Tech. So an enormous drop off. And you might be saying, well, wait, Regis, Mage isn't very good. It's a Mage problem. It's not a Hollow Technician problem. But even within Mage, this is only in 4.5% of Mage decks. So even the Mage decks that are out there are abandoning Hollow Technician. Still not even playing this card. And I gave this one 2 stars. I really didn't like the Hollow Tech. I was really surprised so many people did. Even actually going back and looking at the data, I was kind of surprised this one got highly rated. I remember getting a little pushback on YouTube for this one, but I was surprised it was a top 20 card by rating. I really still don't know why people like it. Even now, I'm not sure I can explain it. I think people love the idea of removal and... You know, technically this could be great removal, right? It's like, oh man, this could be so efficient. I can wipe out an entire board with an Arcane Explosion or whatever, you know, card that matches up to that's in standard at any given time. And it probably feels efficient. But the problem with this kind of removal historically in Hearthstone is that when you have to bundle multiple cards into a single removal, it gets harder and harder for that to be good. Now, of course, we've had cases of that in the past, like Equality Consecration, that have gotten there, but this has this like extra condition built on it. So not only you have to have the setup, much like Equality, and not only do you have to have the activator, whatever your 1 damage card is, it's hero power, it's a, you know, arcane missiles, arcane explosion or whatever, but you also have the condition because you have the exactly 1 damage. So it's not like any damage works with something like Equality. It loses that kind of backup plan, that redundancy that other removal cards might have access to. So in many cases, you want all-in-one removal. You want more redundant removal. Sometimes Equality is great when you can just run in small minions. You don't have to have the Consecration. Sometimes Consecration's great because you just want to clear a board of 2/2s. Hollow Technician on his own, it's like, okay, I got 1 hero power. That's 5 mana to remove a single card. That kind of makes this like a Vile Spine Slayer, which is, you know, a good card 5 years ago or whatever, right? But doesn't really keep up today. So it's like this expensive overhead. It's this conditionality. It's a limitation, and it's symmetrical. If this sticks around on board, your opponent can do it back to you. They can also kill your stuff for 1 damage. So it's got this fall off too, or it's actually kind of risky to play this sometimes. Oh wait, they're just going to trade a 1/1 rush minion into my holotech, and now it's dead, right? So to me, it was like a stacking list of problems with this card. I mean, of course, I guess if the exact right kind of follow-up card came along, Arcane Explosion type thing that was super cheap, maybe this gets there, but I'm still not hopeful. I think a lot goes wrong with the Holotechnician, basically. So I don't really see this one turning around, frankly. And it really surprised me people were so in love with it in the first place. So moving on, we have Going Down Swinging. So this one got 4.1 stars, good for top 30. It's in only 0.2% of decks. That's 124th. So big fall off there. 95 spots looks like. It's in less than 2% of Demon Hunter decks. As we know, there's been some really good Demon Hunter decks this expansion. Going Down Swinging has not been featured prominently in those, very rarely seen, despite the class's strengths. And apparently I gave this one 4 stars. I'm going to be honest, I don't remember giving this 4 stars. I thought I did not like it. I thought I remembered people yelling at me for not liking it, but I don't know. I have a spreadsheet tracking my scores. I trust my guy. He said it's 4 stars, so I believe it. I need to go back and watch the video. So I'm going to have a hard time explaining why I gave this one 4 stars, or why the community gave it 4 stars. I think, the idea of having a board clear that also allows you to go face is kind of nice. I think I remember comparing this to Blade Dance a little bit, how Blade Dance used to be an awesome card because you could build up your weapon and then use it to clear a bunch of minions and ignore the board more or less, functionally just wiping it out, and then still pushing pressure, which is something Demon Hunter likes to do. And this card is kind of in that same mold. You build up your hero attack, and then you just wipe out the board and still create a ton of pressure. And that kind of made sense. The challenge, of course, with something like Going Down Swinging is it's so expensive that it's hard to support it in the same turn. You have to play a bunch of attack cards with it to get it big enough to be a sufficient board clear. In which case, that's just too late often. Alternatively, if you had a weapon that you could pre-equip for your Going Down Swinging so that it was big enough, kind of like with Blade Dance, the problem is it eats the durability of the weapon as it's attacking. So your first couple hits are good, and then your weapon dies, and you don't do much against the rest of the board. So it's functionally got these limitations that probably all boil down to it feeling really expensive. So I don't know, this might need a higher base attack value or a lower cost to make this feel better on average, because the +2 is just not good enough against most modern Hearthstone boards. There's so many like 3 health stuff, 3/3s out there, or more, of course, that this just has a hard time keeping up. So I don't see this one changing without a buff. I think this is going to need some help. That said, Demon Hunter doesn't really need buffs elsewhere. They're a really strong class. Been nerfed multiple times, so I don't know if this will get changed, but seems like it might be stuck as a pretty weak card at this stage. You guys are saying some good stuff, by the way. I know I'm not like reading it much. My apologies. I'm happy to have you in the background, though. People are going to enjoy reading your comments, so don't feel bad if I'm not engaging with you. You'll get plenty of love. All right, so next up is Starlight Groove, another one of the legendary spells. And by the way, the legendary spells have been pretty bad on average. Like the Festival of Legends legendary spells, barely any get played. They're just very weak on average. Now that means some of them were rated highly and are on this list. Others were rated poorly and won't appear on this list, but still don't get played much. That's it. Starlight Groove, 4.8 stars, tied. It was tied for the highest rating in the entire expansion. People freaking loved this card. They thought it's gonna be nuts, which honestly surprised me a little, but I do remember a lot of love around it. In reality, it's only a 0.4% of decks, or 98th place. So that's a drop off of 97 spots. It's only in 4% of Paladin decks. So even in Paladin, not a lot of love here for the Starlight Groove. That means 96% of Paladin decks are saying, no, thank you. Not good enough for me. Of course, that makes sense right now because Paladin is a much more aggressive class playing, you know, mechs on board, early bodies, and this is more of a late game oriented card, more of a survivability card, a defensive card. Does have some Divine Shield synergies to explore there, but ultimately a slower defensive sort of play, and Paladin is currently abandoning that. That said, there have been some big Paladins getting played, not at a crazy rate, but you know, it looks like to me big Paladin is 10% of Paladin decks. So even in something like a big Paladin, it still is not making the cut in many cases, most cases. So it's just not good enough, right? And I gave this 4 stars. I liked it fine too. I liked it pretty well, as I recall. You know, I think we made some comparisons to like Bulwark of Azeroth sort of thing. You know, it's kind of spread out instead of all at once, which had some upsides and downsides. But ultimately, I think there's just too many small instances of damage in Hearthstone, particularly these days, where this does much. Like, it usually saves you 1 or 2 health or something, and it's maybe like at most every other turn, or, you know, it could technically be every turn, but, you know, not always. You're not always going to have the holy spells to reactivate it on time. So basically, you kind of spend 3 mana and you have to commit all of these extra, you know, time and energy and resources into maintaining it, and at the end of the day it maybe heals you like 8 health that's super spread out over a game, and it's like, well, shoot, 3 mana for 8 health, that's not great. that's healing touch from 2014, you know what I mean? So there are obviously instances where it eats an 8/8 or something and it feels much better, but it's hard to line those up. That's not exactly what the meta looks like. So it's just not worth. 3 mana, sometimes heal 5 to 8 over the course of the game. Still worth? Apparently not still worth. I mean, the data speaks for itself, right? Apparently not worth, or people would be doing it. So yeah, I don't know, man. This could get better as metas shift, as more big minions are into the meta. You know, if there's a bunch of 5/5s hitting you instead of 1/1s, it gets better perhaps, but I still have some hesitations about this one. It probably needs a more cohesive control Paladin package around it with a lot of holy synergies that make it feel worth it, because otherwise it's just going to be it's going to be hard for it to get there. So yeah, this looks drastically overrated so far, but actually not the most overrated. I think we have a couple more. So this is Guitar Soloist. This one was only rated 3.9 stars. This is one of the rare instances in these videos where I actually rated a card higher than the community did. That was still good for a top 40 spot. That's funny, 3.9 is 39th place. In reality, this is 141st place. So this is one of the least played cards of the entire expansion. I think we have 145 cards. So it's in the bottom 5, basically. Now, I know there's a pretty good argument that like something falling from 1st to 98 is a more significant overrating than something falling from 39th to 141st. I actually agree with you. I'm just doing it in numerical order to have an order. Doesn't really matter. It's all made up anyway. So get over it if that bothers you. So that's not a real card, is it? No, it's a real card. I promise. I was there when this got revealed to the world. Anyway, it's in 0.03% of decks, only 0.4% of Demon Hunters. So Demon Hunter is completely throwing this in the garbage. And this card kind of blows my mind. Like, listen, I recognize that it's not very good, and that in and of itself is not mind blowing. You know, seeing it in action now, I get it. But thinking about like the history of Hearthstone, to think that a card that is a 5-mana 4/3 that draws you 3 cards and they're 3 specific tutors as well, where you get this great mix of stuff from your deck, to think that this isn't good blows my mind. It just absolutely blows my mind that a card like this is not competitive in modern day Hearthstone. That I think is a great point in chat, that it's probably because it's in Demon Hunter, and Demon Hunter has access to so much incredibly good card draw already. They're just cycling through so many cards and doing so many awesome things that having to spend this much and having this conditionality with the soloist aspect with no other minions is just not worth it for them. They have so many great luxuries of card draw that this feels like a waste. But it just kind of blows my mind a little bit, right? How is it possible that this isn't good? But that's the problem, right? Is Demon Hunter just has a lot of stuff. We have seen things like Gorlock Ravager played in other decks, like control decks running Gorlock just to give them card draw and meat. And you know, they find a mix of Murlocs to roll with the Gorlock or some amalgams or whatever. So we know this shape of card is playable. The 5 mana 4/3 draw 3. There's also been the infuse guy that's in a similar spot, the 5 mana 3/5 guy. So we know it's playable. I think it's just a class fit problem, and Demon Hunter has way better options, so they don't need something like this. So if you took this and put it in a lot of other classes, I suspect this card would be great and would see a lot of play. But in Demon Hunter specifically, it just does not get there. All right, so I think this is our final... Oh, nope, 2 more cards. Spoiler alert. All right, guys, I know Howard the Duck is out. Give me literally freaking 5 minutes, and we'll play Howard the Duck. You guys can wait 5 minutes for Howard the Duck, okay? I promise, we'll get there. Got 2 cards to talk about. All right, so number 2 most overrated card is the Harmonica Soloist. This was rated at 4.2 stars for 22nd place. Almost top 20, falls to 128th, only in 3.2% of Hunter decks. I gave the Soloist 3 stars. I actually thought I gave this 4, to be honest. So again, I'm gonna trust the data keeper here. I don't know if he's in chat. He is sometimes. I'm gonna trust him. I thought I gave this 4 stars, to be honest, but yeah, not holding up to that 4.2 star rating. Certainly, this is barely seeing play at all, and I really thought it might, because it is a faster card. You know, it's 3 mana, you get a body down, you get a secret out of it, so it's got some tempo there. That lined up with a lot of things I thought Hunter would want to do. You know, aggressive stat line is a 4/2, get some chip damage sometimes, get a really disruptive secret on demand. But ultimately, it might be the fact that this is a soloist, and the fact that you have to have no other minions for this one to feel worth it. And Hunter is a deck and a class that is so good at playing to the board early and getting those early minions down that this card just never actually hits. And when it does hit, you're not playing with initiative and playing as the beatdown, so it probably feels less good that this is a 4/2. You'd probably rather be a 2/4 to help you kind of protect your or sort of swing the board back in your favor, have some stickiness. So it's like it's aggressively focused, and it wants to push, and it wants to trade, and it wants to be ahead from a stat line standpoint, but from an effect standpoint, it actually kind of wants to be behind. And those things, I think, go at odds a little bit. So I bet a stat shift on this card would have actually helped. Where I personally thought it was going to help and be good for Hunter, but I didn't really think about it from a board and initiative standpoint as much as I should have. So Hunters right now are just doing faster things. They got a lot of 1-drops. They're playing Batty Guests and Trinket Trackers and Slither Spears, and this guy's just not hitting, so they don't need him. I could maybe see a world with some additional secret synergies or a slower Hunter deck where this feels better, but ultimately that 2 health stat line is going to feel bad in those scenarios, because he's not going to clean up multiple small minions from the opponent. He's going to die really easily, and that might mean this card is kind of condemned. I don't know if this one's going to get there with this current stat line. I think the Soloist here might just fall off. So, what's the most overrated card in Festival of Legends? It's this guy. And again, subjectively, I think you have to say Starlight Groove is the most overrated. Falling from first to the 100 basically is really overrated. But numerically speaking, this is 123 spots difference, falling from 20th place down to 143rd, which is basically last. There's 145 cards, so we got 2 cards worse than this one. But absolutely not being played. Eye of Shadow, people liked a lot. They thought Lifesteal's great. Hero having Lifesteal's great. Demon Hunters love attacking. You're going to heal so much. And in reality, of course, you don't need to heal if you're just killing the opponents before you take damage. Which sounds like a meme, but it's true. Demon Hunter just kills you. They don't need to heal. Why would you heal if you're just killing the opponent first. They're playing so much faster, doing so many cool things. You don't need to fall back to plans like this. Not to mention, I think right now Demon Hunter doesn't have as many great weapon-based or attack-based buffs. They used to have much more access to many more cheap attack buffs that are a little bit harder to get access to nowadays. And that makes it harder to scale up the Eye of Shadow healing a little bit. It's kind of cool with going down swinging, but that card also didn't get played. So as a package, they don't really sing together. And ultimately, you know, Demon Hunters had so many good plays. They just don't need a card like this to fall back on. I had one other really interesting thought. What was that? I lost it. Lifesteal. Demon Hunter has access to such a good healing package already with Unleash Fel. This having Lifesteal and access to the 3-mana spell damage card, that's basically a board clear that fully heals you anyway, so that you don't really need something like Eye of Shadow. It's, you know, getting this up to like 6 to 8 healing is a lot of work, whereas Unleash Fel is a thing you love to do anyway because you just wipe the entire opponent's board, you deal face damage, and you heal 20. So Eye of Shadow just does not compete with the kind of healing output of other things that Demon Hunter has access to. So even when they do need to heal, why use this, right? It's just completely not valuable. So yeah, this would be the most overrated card of the expansion numerically, and the rest of these, that's Marvel Snap, don't worry. The rest of these somewhere close by. So there's only 8 cards here, by the way. I kind of picked an arbitrary cutoff of cards that were 80 points or more different. I think this is 86. I think actually it was 85. I think 85 was my cutoff. So we could have had a few more, but these are the bottom 8 basically. So we're also going to talk about underrated cards probably tomorrow for another future video. So stay tuned if you're curious about cards we underrated that performed way better than we expected. That said, I'm going to switch over to Marvel Snap, guys. I know a lot of you guys are going to want to see Marvel Snap Howard the Duck stuff. So thanks for hanging out, Hearthstone folks. I will take a quick pee break, switch it over to Marvel Snap, and yeah, that's it for this one. So thank you for hanging out, chat, and contributing. But if you want to watch the Marvel Snap and see the new card, I will be right back.